It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason, and it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're underway from Seattle. Danny Gray to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start this game. Oh, it's intercepted. What a start. And the 49ers take possession of the football. Well, Brock, I highly doubt all the plays will go as well as that one, but this coverage starts off the game with a major W.
That's all you could ask for right there. You come out so focused, so dialed into your game plan. You start this game strong, and you quickly throw a wrench into their opening script on the other side. That starts to play head games, and it certainly gives your defense a ton of confidence.
That probably shows how my game about to go.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
I wouldn't be surprised if I get bombed by the rookie this next play.
Throw left side, complete. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible that catch while earning the
Hopefully
first
Madden
down.
don't do that to me all game, because the toughest part of this game would be losing to somebody that's not actually really trying to win.
All their pass catchers on the roster.
That's just trying to get the stats for their rookie.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
That would be the toughest part.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
So I don't know why.
Connection made to Isaac Garindo. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
It don't matter how I said it. I don't know why. He always finds a way to move pieces around where my best speed isn't on his best speed.
It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Goal to go. They're passing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
All right, first sack on the board, and the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Leading 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Pass play now. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
4th down now, and on comes Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Moody knocks it through, and that will get them on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Gray now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Seeing that last drop start, I'm going to have to try to pound the rock a little bit. I get the feeling I'm about to just run right into a full sea of 49ers.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Throwing from the gun. Finds his man, Gray. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw.
I wish my receiver would pop as X Factor, because he is an X Factor, my rookie receiver, but Madden is broke, so the last couple games it only shows him as a star, as a superstar.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
And yeah, I can't.
Pass play coming here. He lofts it deep left. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field.
I've tried switching my receiver to tight end and back to see if that fixes the glitch.
Inside the 35. Play action on 1st down. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in.
My receiver had him bodied off, and
it sure makes it tough.
Honestly, I feel like it should have been pass interference, if anything.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he's going to get this to the 29 before he stopped. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
I already know I'm not going to be able to run the ball. I might squeak out a couple of decent runs.
Less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And the 49ers get there and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Michael Badgley going to try and knock this through for 3. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. Lambeau able to put it through. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
They go play action on first. Throwing deep for the end
That's a
zone.
pick. Please let it be a pick.
And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Jake Moody on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers
Tariq Woolen catches everything else.
By 7.
He catches that 99% of the time.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody.
It's not, we're talking about 97 versus 98 speed. Like, it's not that.
Ray now on the return.
It's not that big of a difference.
In the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return.
Well, I can't let myself get annoyed.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Running left. Here's Walker. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Insta shed on the line.
They pick up a single yard, still well behind the 6 for this 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. They'll throw it. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the 49ers will go on offense. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now give to Garindo, running left. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They'll go right back to Garindo. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here's a throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off Brandon Jones. And he makes the Hefco. It's a touchdown on the pick six.
I was hoping that play trickled.
Well, we all know getting the interception is the important thing,
I'm pretty sure
Brock.
he looked at Tyson as
This
his
guy
number
having the
one.
wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it too.
Yeah, that's a great point. We talked about receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. They kick the running back in motion. He's looking deep once again. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He's going to throw this one. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick six. Badgley for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
Yeah, he let me have the points.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
Switch one time. They got to make the tackle, make the tackle.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Garindo running between the tackles. And it took a couple of guys to haul him down there after a gain of just 1.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run right, throw. That's complete inside the 35.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball. His
first quarter was long. It felt long.
We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll try to attack this deficit, starting with 1st and 10. He'll throw it. Intercepted in the end zone. Rick Woolen with the INT.
Come on.
There he goes, right sideline. Hits the 20.
I'm not going to pass on the points.
He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Badgley for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good.
I guess it's your choice as a user, but you're going by the rules.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away.
I don't need every pick to be a pick-6. I want to get offense in, too.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Oye Mafe bringing that play to a halt. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
2nd and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They're going play action. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Play caller.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. He's going deep this time. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, San Francisco. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect
yourself
from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary.
In some type of way.
Room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Because yes, while I got 2 picks, I did get points off of it.
But now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive.
It's only been 1 minute and 30 seconds off the clock. Like when I was like, I could have played this game totally different if I wanted to try to. I wanted to try to kill clock.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
That way of playing, it just enabled him to just.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker.
Just enables him to.
It's almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it.
Out of his
offense.
offense.
Cooper there to make the stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Because there's like, oh, Tyson, he had
They'll come to the line here.
400 yards receiving. Oh, but how did Mr. Tyson get there?
Dropping back to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Setting up a throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the 49ers get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
I got somebody in my face.
Obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Now a give to Garindo. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Garindo again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and just 2 to go. Trying an inside give to Garindo. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That one lineman, he pushed one of my guys to the floor and still was able to get a chip block on somebody else.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. On the give, it's Garindo. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. They're down to their final 1 in this half. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Plowing up the middle. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run here with Garindo. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The 49ers parlay the interception into points. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers bring it back to even. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brought down by Fred Warner.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's taken down at the 30. They gain 14 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Walker on first down. He's got to gain a 6 there. Brought down by Fred Warner. They get 6, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running with Walker again. And he gets this forward to the 19. Pickup of 5 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Buying some time right. Pulls it after 7. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Trying the left side with Charbonnet. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Walker. And he takes this one in for a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks get some late points and the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Badgley with the extra point.
If it wasn't for those pick sixes, I would probably be going absolutely decimated this game. My offense has looked all game.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks.
I've been upset about losing, but I can't agree with the way this game is being played out. I found a lot of my games with D-Money being like that nowadays. Like that game, I think it was like a season or 2 ago, where I'm up, he's up big, 4th quarter, last couple minutes, and all of a sudden, his offense just kicks the can. He stops running, starts throwing picks, and it was just like, it was weird. I find myself in a lot of weird games with D-Money like that now. I just want to go back to competing. I just want to go back to competing, good games, no incentive, no user incentive, should I say. Like draft picks and devs and all that. Like,
footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing off the play fake here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Seahawks take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
If he would have switched and dodged me, I'd have probably just fell to the floor.
Yeah, I get it. They've not all been
I'd probably just fell down.
Any easier to stomach for the sake of his mental game. I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Throwing from the gun here. Caught. There's that rookie out of Florida State. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. Stays upright.
He's switching. Oh, no.
Hauled in by Gray. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line.
I wasn't too sure what was going on.
Now, after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look.
Wait. I just see a bunch of switching going on. I'm like, what the heck?
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Completed over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I'm just going to run and kick the field goal.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
I refuse to try to score and give him another possession.
He'll give up the gut to Walker. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. So we finished 2 quarters, a couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the 2nd half. We're underway. Return starts from the goal line.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? It's weird. Just take the knee and be up further. Instead, we hold it, walk out, they essentially lose yards. He's probably going to throw a bomb.
They bring the tight end in motion.
He's probably going to throw a bomb to cover that distance.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. On target to Garindo. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's the handoff. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. This is Garindo. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. On the carry, it's Garindo. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. He puts everything behind this one. And they pick him off again. Rick Woolen with the INT.
Nope.
Oh,
no, I'm not playing that. I'm not playing
right
that.
There. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover.
And it's probably not even a reportable offense. I've seen
potential pick six. I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
That's why I stopped reporting things, because I always seem to have a misreading of the rules.
Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have
I always have a misunderstanding of the rules, and
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length
all my reports get turned,
level, honestly,
get turned back in my face.
At the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
2nd and 3 now. Staying with Walker. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They'll say he got
whether I win or lose this game, I'm going to play this game in such a way. I'm going to play the rest of this game in such a way that gives him as little offensive time as possible.
Moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. A give, left side to Charbonnet. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Inside give to Walker. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
I might throw this. I might be throwing this possession away, but let's keep the clock going.
On the draw, it's Walker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. And he made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
1st and 10 from the 41. This time it's a passing play. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to throw. Walker hauls it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Seahawks will have a first down. This is Charbonnet heading right. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. The give now to Walker.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
We'll see what they come up with for... Look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Don't matter with or without abilities, I can't.
His buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Trying again, Walker. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Now try to run it in, Charbonnet. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Pickup of a couple, and after 3 straight stops, they're up against 4th and goal.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Trying for it, it's Walker. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built himself up a little buffer here, Kate. But it's never over until it's over.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Garindo running between the tackles. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
You're sure happy with that.
Maybe he had a breakout. Maybe he got what he needed.
Right in the middle of the field. And doing on the counter, just simply overpowering them with their blocking makes it that much sweeter.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 23. And they pick him off again. Picked off Brandon Jones.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll go with Walker on the counter. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. This is Charbonnet. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. On the carry, it's Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
When you get stuffed on a 3rd down draw, it's really hard to look at your receivers. You come off the field, Kate, and you find yourself on a different bench because they want the ball. They want to be a difference maker on 3rd and 6+, and a draw going backwards, that makes no friends.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And their lead holds steady at 10.
Really, Kate, that miss doesn't change a whole lot about the game management here. The only thing it does is provide a bit more momentum for the offense running out in need of 2 quick scores.
The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Give now to the running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Cut for big yards on the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. He finds space into the red zone. And they finally get to him at the 15. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
It's crunch time now, baby. 2-score game, just 2 timeouts, plus, of course, that 2-minute warning. Throw left side, complete. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks holding on to a field goal lead. Offense to the line for second down. Running with Walker again. And he found some running room for a nice gain.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Running back sent in motion. He's back to throw. Cut out left. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. San Francisco calls it second timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
I'll lose him to an abdominal tear at the end of this long-ass game.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Charbonnet now up the middle. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Connects on the crosser. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the
some people will probably say this is a good game.
Is that the defense is helpless to stop
it. It looks like it was a good game.
You can just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
This game wasn't fun. This game wasn't real fun to be a part of.
As they take a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And they draw